Okay, guys, let me let me try to sum up what we've been doing in the last 3 or 4 months with Dave and Martin Ayers and Diz and myself, JB. This is so simple, and it took us a long while to get here, but you got to take the rough path to get to being simple, right, in the golf motion. So what we've done, we have figured out that we have got to limit our range of motion. If we don't limit our range of motion, the motion that we will be using, if it's not limited, will be too much motion, and which causes all kind of conflicts as far as staying in balance, timing, tempo and rhythm and all that other stuff. That's why we're not consistent. So we figured that out. Now, how did we come about this? Well, to limit your motion, you got to have brakes on each side of you, on the right side and the left side. If you don't have brakes on your right side, as I explained before, you can come back too far. You have no limitations. And then to time all that motion that you've used that you don't need causes you to not be able to play good because you can't time it. Time it. There's no way to time it. Same way on this side. If you continue to go this way and not have a brake to stop you or to hit against, you're going to be all over the place just like you were over here. So you put the two together and you're just screwed, okay? That's why the golf scores hadn't gotten any better in the last 75 years, okay? So you got to have brakes on both sides. Well, what are the brakes? What we have found out is this: the golf motion is core driven. Core being from here up. It's core driven, and it's driven by the big muscles which are in your back, not in your front. If you try to use your front to hit a golf ball, your fast twitch muscles will take over, and your big muscles will never be in a position to support those fast twitch muscles unless you do this. If you find the brakes and you know that the core drives the golf swing, it's got to be the first motion. It's got to be the first. It cannot be your hands first. It's got to be the core. Okay. Well, what does and the core starts with the big back muscles. So learn how to play golf with your back, not your front. So what's happening is when we go to a core driven, when we finally realize that, we go to a core driven swing or a motion. Okay, what happens is our core will move in a way that will allow the pelvis to move in a way that it needs to move to support everything that's going on with these fast twitch muscles, okay? And when the core moves and the pelvis moves in the correct position, your pelvis runs into your leg. There's your brake, okay? If you did not have that brake there, your core could keep going as well as your pelvis, and you can't play golf that way, guys. That's the chain that Dave was talking about, okay? It's core driven. The core will move the pelvis where it needs to move against the leg. And in the backswing, it will be your trail leg. And if your trail leg is braced or has brakes on it, if it doesn't have brakes, if I got my feet out here like this, I got them turned out, well, it's just gonna keep going. But if I got my heels, or let's just say my toes, turned in just a little bit, perpendicular to the line that I'm trying to hit on, you're gonna have brakes, okay? So it's as simple as that. Just turn your toes in just a little bit and heels will come out just a tad. And now then, start the swing with your core, which is the big muscles in the back. Your pelvis will run into that leg, you'll feel it, and it will limit your backswing. The same holds true on the downswing. When you come back down to the ball, your core is going this way, okay, and it's also moving your pelvis this way, which runs into your front leg, and that's the break that you hit on the front side of you. Then when you hit that break, you just let it keep coming. You don't try to keep coming with your core. You just stop it. You just stop right there and let your arm swing. And the arm should swing on a 45. That club that I'm holding, this is out in front of me now. It's a wall. And the bottom of this club should swing right up that wall. It's not a wall sticking up like this, it's on 45. So if I'm looking at you, the bottom of that club should be going up that wall on 45. Okay, not over here, but up that wall with the toe up. All right, and you'll probably hit a little draw every time. So that's what we've done the last 3 or 4 months in this motion. And you don't have to do all the footwork that Dave does. You don't have to do the footwork that I do. You know, when I bring the club back, I just move my hip to the left so I can set that break over here. I've already got this one set, and then I can hit it. Or I can just play pigeon-toed. I don't have to move anything. Okay, but when you play pigeon-toed, you're gonna automatically have your brakes on the right and left hand side of you, and you will reduce the motion that is necessary to hit that golf ball. You'll feel all what I've told you happen. Okay, so that's in summation of what's really going on. And like I said, it's so simple once you understand it. The hard part is understanding it, and now we understand. Hope that helped, guys. Talk to y'all later. They're playing the FedEx Memphis. I played that course 2 years ago. It's brutal. It really is. If you don't hit the fairways over there, you might as well add whatever hole it is, 2 or 3 strokes, because that Bermuda rough over there is tough. Talk to y'all later. Bye.